evening, everyone. The highlights of the news this Thursday. Traffic accidents. A Beaver County man is being...
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So, as you can see by the title of this video, we are going to talk about supplies. Not just any supplies, but my favorite supplies. I think I did a video similar to this maybe a few years ago. 3 years ago, I think 3 years ago. So I think it was overdue. So yeah, let's just get started. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing good in terms of this self-distancing, quarantine, self-isolation thing. It is, not gonna lie, it's been a little bit rough. I am normally kind of a hermit. I stay in the house most of the time, unless I'm traveling or going to work and on occasion hanging out with a friend here and there. I'm not, you know, the social butterfly. I don't go to party. I don't hang out that often. So all in all, it hasn't been too different in terms of lifestyle for me, except for the fact that I don't go to work every single day. I mean, I work every single day, but I don't go into the office every single day, especially now. I haven't seen my family in a while, and I haven't been hanging out with anybody, so that's kind of been a rough part. But yeah, so YouTube has been keeping me company, so that's alright. Anyway, I want to start with the sketchbook that I'm using. I think I've shown this probably in a few other videos, so I won't ramble too much about it. It is just a trusty old moleskin. It's 8 by 5.5, I think, along those lines. It's the regular one, not the small one, not the big one, just the middle regular one. I don't know what A size that would be. I'm not even gonna guess. Anyway, so that's the sketchbook. And now for the pencil case. I will show you the supplies and I'll just dump them in here and show you how they fit. I don't know the brand, to be honest, and I don't think I'm gonna link any of these things in the description, unless you want me to. If you want me to, go ahead and let me know and I'll tell you what they are and where I got them. This I got in Japan at one of the art stores, and I'm pretty sure this is like their store brand. It's just like a basic clear bag for art supplies. You can probably get it in any art store, but I'm not sure. So it's somewhat see-through. Like when you put in supplies, you can kind of see what's in it, and I like that. And it was a decent size that, you know, I could put in probably even, I'm pretty sure my sketchbook probably fits in here. So if I don't overpack it with supplies, yes it does. I could fit my sketchbook in here too. So that's kind of nice. But mainly why I wanted it to be clear is because if I want to find art supplies, or I want to know if I actually brought something with me, it's easy to tell versus, you know, having to kind of put your hand in there and like look and dig. And then this little keychain thing was something I got done in Japan, one of those caricature things, and you can get the print. So I got the print obviously, but I also got it on a keychain. Alright, so I divvied up the supplies in a couple of categories. So we'll start with pencils. I have just a regular HB pencil, a Prismacolor Col-Erase in red, a blue pencil, not a Col-Erase, but it doesn't actually erase that great. I don't know what brand that is. It's Elephant? No idea. Anyway, it's alright. It does a job. And then I have a technical pen with 0.5 lead in here, and I think the lead is blue. And actually, I have the lead right here. Yeah, so it's just Pentel. The name of the pen, the technical pen, is also by Pentel, Graph Gear 1000, and I really like these. They're solid. I've had them for a few years, so that's pretty much it on pencils. I don't draw too much with pencil. I feel like when I draw with pencil, I tend to overthink things and overdo it. So sometimes when I go straight in with pen, it's a little bit looser and easier, and it's really weird because I used to be so afraid to like go directly in my sketchbook or anywhere with just with pen. But now it's primarily what I use is pens, and I have quite a bit. I've tried to pare down, honestly, because obviously you don't need this many pens, but I have a problem. Anyway, this is a Pentel Stylo pen. I like the nib on here, and I'll show you what that looks like. If this will focus, but I really like the nib on here, and it doesn't smudge. I think it's waterproof, but I'm not entirely too sure, so don't quote me on that. Then I have this one. It's Koretake, and I'm not even gonna attempt to pronounce the whole name, but it's this one. I think I showed this in previous videos. This is gray, so it's a little bit not as harsh in terms of like if you want to do something straight in pen, but you're uncomfortable with going into like black ink. Like this is a calligraphy pen. It's, well, I guess it's a calligraphy. Is this what you call a calligraphy pen? Like with this little nib? I don't know. This is a Lamy pen with Lamy ink. You can put in other inks in here, but I think you need the adjustable attachment. Next one, these are ones I also picked up in Japan. These are by a brand called Deleter. I wish this would focus better. So one is nib 2.0, and this is kind of the chunkier one. I like that one. And then this one is 0.08 and is a little bit smaller. I do have other smaller in size, like 0.03 and smaller, I think, but I don't use them as much because I use my other pen, the Lamy, for that because it's fairly thin. And then I have the Uniball Signo. I think most of you guys know about these. Next, let's tackle markers. I've been using these a lot lately, and I got the pastel version of it, but you can get any color. I think I have a few more too. They're by Tombow. So Tombow brush pens, they're water-based. They have, the nib is kind of like a brush nib, and it's somewhat flexible. Like I'll show you here. It's like, it's not super flexible, but it's a little, like when you touch your paper, there's a little bit of give to it, but it's not like too bad. So I really like these, and this was a recent addition. What else do we have? I've talked about these quite a bit. Again, a recent addition, these Posca marker pens. There's varying nib sizes. Like this one is a pretty small nib size, and this is white, so nice for accents. Then there's this size, and I really, oh my god. Hold on. You need two hands for this. Alright. I like these chunky chisel nibs because sometimes if you like want to paint, that's the way to go. So those are good. I only use Faber-Castell Pit brush pens, and this is called the Big Brush. This is cadmium yellow, and it's one of my favorites, and it's almost drying up. I don't think they're refillable, unfortunately, and they're pretty pricey. I would like to get another one. Am I going to? I don't think so. But I've had this one for a long time, so they are one of my favorites. But like I said, I don't know if I'm going to get it again, maybe, but I like that color. I have other colors, but I just like that one. And then these Ecoline brush pens, they're, again, brush nib. These are a lot softer than the Tombow. They are watercolor, so you can put water on it to dilute it a little bit more. And I really like these. I also have by Ecoline, these are diluted pastel watercolors, but you can get other colors. Again, they come in these little ink bottles. I haven't used these in a while, but I really like them. So this is kind of like the brush pen version of it, which is nice because you can travel with it. I also have the Pentel brush that I filled with my own ink, and oh my god, my face is itchy. I know they tell you don't touch your face, but I've been in my house since Wednesday, so I haven't gone out and touched anything that could potentially have coronavirus. Anyway, so this I filled with my own ink. I forget what size this is, but as you can see, like the brush is already kind of like deteriorating. I think I have some other ones somewhere too, so let me look for a new one. This is by Pentel. Again, this is, I'll tell you what this is. So it's a gray, and it's the one that comes with pre-filled ink. So it's Pentel Color Brush. Again, kind of the finer nib. I'm not a huge fan of these, to be honest, because it's like I feel like you have to squeeze and like let the liquid come down, and it's not my favorite, but it's alright. I had a pink somewhere too as well. Then I have my watercolor set. This is Schminke, and this is a 12 half pan set. So this is what they look like inside. My palette is pretty dirty because I do use them pretty often. And inside I also have this Da Vinci size 5 travel brush. I love these brushes. The downside again is that they're a bit pricey. I have this one and I have another one. I think this one came with the set, and then I have a number 6 that I bought myself previously. So these are really nice because they fold in to themselves, and they're really high quality and really good. Especially with these watercolors, because these are also very pricey. I think there's would I purchase these knowing that like my watercolor skills are not that great, so I think this was actually a gift. I don't think I would have purchased this myself for the price because one, I am not a professional at watercolors, and they're just way too pricey for that, because I think there's other brands out there that if you're not like a professional, you really don't need those. Last few things are just kind of miscellaneous. I have some masking tape. I think this is just like regular washi tape, and this one is actually masking tape by, no idea, it's just masking tape. One of those gummy trusty erasers, the stretchy kind. I love these things, and I have probably, well, I have a blue version, I have a red version somewhere too, but I usually travel with like a small piece. So at least have something. Gotta have, if you have pencils, you gotta have a sharpener. So I have that. And then recently I've been using this to add dates and words and things like that to my sketchbooks to make them a little bit more refined because my handwriting sucks. But anyway, so that's pretty much it. And it all fits into this. And when I travel, I don't travel with all of this. I try to pare down, but then again, who am I really? Of course I'm going to travel with a lot of art supplies, because I did that when I went to my last trip. When I went to Japan, I set up, I wasn't going to bring a lot, and I didn't bring a lot. Problem is, I bought a lot. Yeah, I don't know whose idea it was to go to the art store, mine. But I went to 2 different art stores, and I probably blew a lot of my souvenir budget on that. But I'm not regretting it, because art stores in Japan are freaking amazing. Anyway, that is pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. I think it's down there somewhere. And I'll see you later in my next video. Take care, and bye.